Hello, ladies. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you're here with me today for my four tips. My four tips. That not five, not four. My four tips on why you are not losing weight and what to change. What to change. Say hello as you are coming on. Let me know where you are watching from in the world because I know we got ladies from all over the world and I love to know where you located at because I love to travel. And I always get some inspiring ideas when I see you popping up in different countries and different states. So let me know where you are watching from. I am in Dana Point, Southern California. My name is Linda Turgis and my company is LTLTE. Learn to love to exercise. Here's my little logo that I created all by myself. If you can see it, the L and the T, my initials. So learn to love to exercise. If you love to exercise, give me a heart. If you would like to learn to love to exercise, give me some thumbs up. All right, let's get into it, ladies. Let's get into it. Who is ready for tip number one? Put number one in the comments and I will get started. Tip number 1 through 4. So I'm going to ask for numbers 1 through 4 and I want you to play along with me today. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if this is helpful. Let me know if you have any questions because I'm here to serve you and to provide you guidance and value on this live. That's why I'm here, and I'm here to give some love to you, and I would love it if you give some love back to me. All right? Drop something in the comments so I know that you're here and I know that I'm alive and that you can hear me, okay? I am going to turn up the brightness here and then make sure my volume is all the way up. All right, how is the brightness? Can you see me okay? So number one, tip number one, drop a number one in the comments. Even if you're on the replay, drop a number one. The first tip of the 4 as to why you are not losing weight. Hi, Christy. Good morning. Nice to see you on here. This is where we met originally. Now we figured it out. Small world. So the reason, number one, why you're not losing weight is because you are gathering too much information. Right information if this resonates with you. What do I mean with gathering too much information? It's like you're collecting, you're reading, you're researching, you're Googling, you're YouTubing, you're asking questions constantly, right? Who does this? Who does this? Don't be shy. Let me know below because this will help me help you. All right? So, when was the last time that you researched information on how to improve your health, whether it's losing weight, losing body fat, or gaining muscle? When was the last time you did any kind of research like this? Let me know because we all do it, right? It's nothing to be ashamed of. But the thing is, when we get too much of this information, what happens? What happens to you? I'm going to ask you, what happens to you? Because what happens typically is that we get overwhelmed because we have so much information that we get overwhelmed with all the information. What do we do, ladies, when we are overwhelmed? Can you guess what we do when we are overwhelmed? Then we do nothing. We don't do anything because it's too confusing and you don't know where to start. So you're going out there, you're reading stuff, you're asking questions, you're collecting info. And think about this. When was the last time that you asked somebody for a recipe because you saw a great recipe on Instagram? There was this, or there was a super nice picture of a food post, and you're like, "Wow, I need the recipe on this," and you asked for a recipe. When was the last time you did this? And then think about, you got that recipe, but did you use it? Did you make the actual recipe? Did you make the food? Because this is the funny thing. We do this all the time. I even told my clients on our group Zoom call the other day, I said, you ask for recipes, but tell me, do you actually make the recipes? Because a lot of times we don't. Do you agree? Put a Y or an N in the box if you agree or if you disagree. Maybe you make the recipes. Maybe you're very good at doing that, but I know a lot of people don't. They just collect them, and then in the end, you don't even know where the heck you put the recipes, right? So what good does it do? It doesn't do you any good with just collecting. But a lot of times, this is how we're brought up. We keep searching for things, and maybe our parents did it, maybe our siblings, maybe our friends do it, but we keep searching for the next best thing, just like the magic pill, right? We keep searching for something better because we think that maybe the grass is greener. I have no grass, as you can see, but maybe you think that the grass is going to be greener on the other side. So you're searching for something better. And I've done it myself. I've had a business coach, and then maybe I wasn't like the happiest with that person. So I thought, well, who else is out there? And then I start searching. But then you spend so much time doing that you lose track of the information that you actually have, okay? You get unmotivated. Does this resonate with you? Let me know if it resonates, okay? So, oops, I accidentally moved the screen here. Okay, tip number 2, let me know if you're ready. Put a number 2 in the box. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through tips 1 through 4, then I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to tell you what to do instead. Does that sound good? Let me know, and let me know where you are listening from, ladies. I see many of you on here, but I don't know where all you are, and I want to know where you are. All right, tip number 2 is that you lack accountability. You lack accountability. Gwen put a number 2 in. Thank you, Gwen. You are listening. Yay. All right. Tip number 2 is that you lack accountability. What does that mean? So when we lack accountability, it means that we don't really want to be accountable for our own actions. And I'm running a challenge right now. I have many ladies in there, and we're doing weigh-ins, and one of the ladies didn't send me her weigh-in, and then she sent me a message after many days, and she said, you know, the reason I haven't sent you my weight is because it went up a few pounds, because I had some cocktails and I wasn't eating the way I should have, and I didn't want to own it. That's what she wrote to me. I didn't want to own it. But I was so appreciative and proud of her because she came back and she told me honestly what had happened. So that's the thing. We got to take responsibility for our own actions. And I told another client of mine that recently. You got to take responsibility for your own actions. If you are not eating healthy and you're not exercising consistently and you're mad at the scale because the scale goes up, or you don't even want to get on the scale, it's your own fault. You have nobody to blame but you. So we have to take responsibility, and we need to be accountable. So question, who are you accountable to? This could be with your health. It could be with your business. Who are you accountable to on a day-to-day, on a week-to-week basis? Let me know below, because I have a business coach that I'm accountable to, and I know that it's very helpful. Having a health coach to be accountable to, that is what my clients tell me that helps them the most, is having the accountability. Same with all the ladies that are in my challenge, because the accountability helps us stay on track. It helps us stay honest. Write honest below if you agree with being honest with yourself. Write honest below. Okay? So we need to be honest, and when we have the accountability, then we're reporting to someone. And we all know that numbers don't lie, right? Numbers do not lie. Write that below. Numbers do not lie. This is the same with your business. There's a lot of crossover with health, with organization, with business. A lot of crossover because the accountability, the numbers that we track, both for our health and our business, is what keeps us moving forward. Okay? Does this make sense? Write a yes or no if this makes sense to you. Okay. So with accountability, an important thing here to note is accountability with a coach, with somebody who you are paying money to help you, is very, very different than having your best friend to be accountable to, or going to the gym with, or going for walks with, or being accountable to your daughter. Does this make sense? Because when you invest money, then you are much more likely to stick with it, whether you are hiring a business coach, a health coach, or whatever coach that you are working with. When you invest money, money is the biggest form of commitment. Write that below. Money is the biggest form of commitment. All right, I'm going to write it, and I want you all to write it as well. Right? Money is the biggest form of commitment. Write that. Write it. Because when you write it, it is sinking into your brain more. So whatever I ask you to write, if you write it, you're going to learn more. It's going to stick more in the head. Okay? So, not being willing to take responsibility for your own actions, then you don't want to be accountable. If you don't want to be honest, you don't want to be accountable. A new client of mine was saying that she had a business coach, but it wasn't so helpful because in the end, she ended up becoming really good friends with her business coach, and then the accountability fell to the wayside. So this is not good. It's nice to become friendly with your clients, but there has to be a boundary. Write boundary below if you hear what I'm saying, because we need to have the authority. If you are working with a coach, that your coach is the authority. If you're not listening to your coach, then why are you working with them? Does this make sense? Write a yes or a no. I want to hear you. I want to see you. Don't just be silently listening to me, because if you engage in this live, this is where it's going to stick more. If you're just listening in and you're like, you're not going to get anywhere. So if you want to learn, engage. So let me see if you can be accountable on this live with me. Right? Accountability, and write number 3 for tip number 3. And like I said, after the tips, I'm going to go through, I'm going to tell you what you need to do to change. Okay? Because nothing happens without action. Number 3, tip number 3. Who's ready? Let me know. Tania is saying money is the biggest form of investment. She is writing boundaries. Indo says yes. Kathy says boundaries. Yes, here we go. We get some action, ladies. Let's get some action. Okay, tip number 3. Write number 3. Tip number 3 is that you are getting in your own way. You're getting in your own way. What does this mean? Oh my God, it can mean a lot of things. But often it means that you are not coachable. What does that mean? That you're not coachable and that you get in your own way? It's because you keep living in the past and you have this victim mentality. Do you know what this means? Can you resonate with it? Let me know, yes or no, if you resonate. Okay, victim mentality, living in the past, not good, because you're not going to grow. You're not going to evolve. And if you want to change, you have to get out of your own head. This is why mindset is the biggest block that we all have. And when you work with a coach, if they're not helping you with mindset, then you're missing out, because you're not going to be able to change anything long term unless you change what's up here. Write mindset in the comments if you get what I'm saying. So I have a dear family member close to me who is super victim mentality. And she says, this is just the way I am. Have you ever said that? Kathy says, I'm ready for change. Let's go, lady. Let's go. So if you keep saying that this is just who I am, I can't change, I don't want to change, if you keep living in the past and looking at the past and what happened, well, it's not going to work, it didn't work before, and you're filled with all these excuses. Write excuses below. Mindset says Kathy. Mindset says Tania. Kathy saw she misspelled it, so she's writing it again. Good girl. We got to get that perfectionist in. So getting in your own way is a big no-no. If you are constantly doing that, you're giving excuses, you're blaming others, maybe you're procrastinating, all of these things means that you are getting in your own way and you're looking at things that didn't work in the past. So then you don't know if it's going to work again, but you're not giving it a fair chance. Kathy says excuses. Yes. So who here is a procrastinator? Own it if you are, because there's plenty of things. We all procrastinate on something. We procrastinate on the things that we don't really want to do. Sometimes we procrastinate actually on things that bring us success, that we know is going to make us successful, and we still procrastinate on it. I mean, how stupid is that? Right? It's stupid, but we still do it. Why? It's just, it's the head. Again, it's the mindset that we got to get out of. And a lot of it is like inconsistency. Tania says, me. Oh my God, me, says Kathy. Yes, ladies, thank you for being honest, because you're being honest with yourself here. You're owning it, and that's what's important. Because if not, you just fool yourself. So, tip number 4, are you ready? Put number 4 below. If you are ready, put number 4 below, okay? So, number 4, I'm going to get into, but I want to see a 1, 2, 3, and 4, especially if you've heard these 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the numbers below, okay? Number 4 is that the pain is not great enough. Pain isn't great enough. What does that mean, that pain isn't great enough? What that means is a lot of times we think, well, I just have a few pounds to lose, no big deal. When in reality, it's like maybe 10 pounds. Or maybe you say, I have 10 pounds to lose, but maybe in reality it's 50. But you don't want to own it, right? Have you ever done this? Let me know, yes or no. Kathy, Tania, thank you for engaging. You're both writing the number 4. So lying to yourself about, how much weight that you want to lose, that in reality, it's not that number, or saying to yourself, well, my blood work is pretty good, when in reality, you haven't been to the doctor and had your blood work done for 10 years or 5 years or 3 years. Or you're like, well, I think my blood work is good, but have you really looked at it? Do you really know your numbers? Again, the numbers are what's accountable. Indo says 3, 4. Yes, says Indo. All the time, says Kathy. Thank you, ladies, for being honest, because this is where things are going to change, when you're honest. So if you say that, I don't have any major health issues, so you think, my husband, he likes me the way I am. Does he really? Do you like yourself the way that you are? Did you see my live that I did last week about feeling comfortable, feeling better naked? Can you stand in the front of the mirror looking at yourself naked and be okay with your body? Or are you like, ah, shit, I don't really like what I see, so I'm going to cover it up? Do you turn off the lights when you're getting intimate with your partner, whoever that is, husband, wife, whatever? Or do you leave the lights off? Do you cover up? Do you wear baggy clothes? All of these things. Are you hiding? So who are you kidding other than yourself? Because that's the only one that you're kidding. Ollie says no. Good for you, lady. Let's go. So how happy are you with your body, honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10? How happy are you with your body? Let's see if you're going to engage on this question on a scale of 1 to 10. There's no right, there's no wrong number. Sometimes we're not that happy. And maybe we look like awesome, but we're still not that happy because we're so hard on ourselves. Okay, I better step it up here. So going into the tips. Put number 1 for tip number 1, put number 2 for tip number 2, 3, and 4, and I'm going to jump on through this. So tip number 1, stop gathering all the information. When you have information, take action on that information, whether it's a recipe, whether it is a coach that you're working with, whether it's something that you're reading, whatever. Tania and Ali, they both say a 6. Nice job, ladies. So whatever it is, whatever you have gathered, start taking action on that stuff. Start implementing. If you're working with a coach, stay with that coach. Listen to what they're saying. Implement it. Give it your all. Give it your all, right? Like, boom, give it your all, right? Give it your all below, right? Give it your all below if this resonates with you. And then I'm going to go straight into number 2, taking 100% responsibility for your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own emotions, your own behavior, because you are the one who is in charge of you. You're the one who's in charge. Nobody else. Nobody's force feeding you, most likely. And nobody is telling you to, just sit there and watch TV when in reality you'd rather go for a walk. You're doing this to yourself. So own it and don't be ashamed, because we are all our own worst enemy. We're very hard on ourselves, especially ladies. Write hard on myself if this is you, that you're hard on yourself. Write that below. So it'll only slow you down being hard on yourself, because you're going to get stressed out. And when you get stressed out, what is going to happen is it's going to mess with your hormones. It's going to mess with your metabolism and all of that. So it is important to own it. Take responsibility. Write number 3, write number 4, and I'll go into number 3 and 4. Number 3, tip number 3, get out of your own way. How can you do it? Stop living in the past. The past is gone. You can do nothing about the past. It's gone. What you can do is live for now in this moment, and you can plan and you can prepare for the future. You take action. So live now and work towards the future. Put all those excuses on the shelf. Stop living in the past, because it is gone. Okay? Say it is gone below if you can hear me. And also, without getting so overwhelmed, focus on 1, 2, or 3 things at a time. No more. 1, 2, or 3. Right? Focus below. Just focus on a few things, because that's all you need to do is focus on a few things. And when you do that, it's going to make it so much easier. And that's what I tell my clients. Just work on these few things. Let's touch base again, and then let's see what we need to change up. You don't need to get overwhelmed. It's not going to help you. Tip number 4. Let's put 1, 2, 3, 4 for the tips. Tip number 4, quit lying to yourself and be honest with yourself. Get your blood work done. Get on the scale. The numbers do not lie. Okay? And improve your health now, before the doctor says that the blood work isn't good, your cholesterol's high, you have high blood pressure, your blood sugar's high. your iron is low, your potassium is low, take action now before any of that happens, right? Do it for you. Do it for you because you are important. Right? I am important below because you are. Okay? So, questions to ask yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you? On a scale of 1 to 10, write the number C and then write 1 to 10, how committed are you? Meaning to improving your health. Write a scale of 1 to 10. How committed are you? Write a number C and then a number 1 to 10. So, 3 reasons why what I do help other ladies improve their health is because I focus all on sustainability. It's a lifestyle, it's sustainable, it is the last and final solid stop that you need. If you want to improve your health and you don't want to take supplements and you don't want to live on medication, but you want to eat real food? Who here likes real food? Put real food below. Whoops. I almost lost you. I hit the wrong thing on the MacBook. Real food. Put real food below. So, if you want to learn more about real food and what is healthy and how to make healthy foods, that is what I teach my clients. Sustainability. I educate you. I don't give you a meal plan. I don't sell you supplements because that shit is not going to last. You need real food. That's what's sustainable. Write real food if you can hear me. Okay? So real food is what's sustainable. And I'm a certified nutritionist, and that is what I focus on the most. Of course, exercise, and of course, the mindset. And it's relatable coaching. I will be 53 years old next month, because now it's October. Next month, 11/11 is my birthday. Right? Your birthday below. So 11/11, I'll be 53 years old. And if you are especially middle-age-ish, most of my clients are in their 40s to their 60s. I have some younger, some older, but the majority are middle-age. And it's relatable coaching. I am the same gender. I'm in menopause. I've been in perimenopause and premenopause. So I have that experience. I've lost weight before. I'm gaining muscle. Okay? So it's relatable coaching. That's very important. Okay? Because you're working with someone who can understand you. And the last and most important, like I said, what my clients appreciate the most is they get a lot of accountability with me. They get a lot of support. They have a community. And all that is important because that helps us stay on track. And sometimes we need that kick in the ass. We need it. Because if not, we're just going to fall off. And we're going to go back to our old habits. We got to start building the habits and then move it into a lifestyle and then move it into rituals. Something that we just love doing, and it's part of who you are. So let's get those commitment numbers in the comments. I have 2 more minutes. Again, my name is Linda Turgeson, LTLTE, Learn to Love to Exercise. I have tons of energy every single day. It comes from the inside, from the food I eat, from the way I think, from the way I move my body consistently. So if you want more energy, if you want to feel amazing, like I do at almost 53 years old, write me below in the comments, whether you're live or on the replay. Book a call. I put my call link there. So book a call now, not later. Book it now. Let's have a chat. Let's see if and how I can help you, provide you with some guidance. It's a complimentary call. Okay? So book a call and get into my Facebook group. I put the link there. I provide lots of information. There's a free at-home workout guide there that I can give you. And I have lots of other information that I provide on a daily basis. So if this was helpful, please write helpful below. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the heart. Feel free to tag someone in this group who needs to hear it. Share it. Sharing is caring. Give me some love. Ladies, give me some love. Have a beautiful rest of your Thursday. I'll see you next week. Bye, ladies.